Okay, gang. So let's just put things in perspective today. Okay. So let's go back a little bit with yesterday. So the S&P, with all this craziness going on, is still in a sideways consolidation. Can't break out and stay above that 280 or 84 now, this area up here. It just can't get above that 280 and stay there. You know, I mean, yes, it's above 280. I grant you that, but not that volume, not that big. We want that big candlestick to break out. Not happening. So we're still caught, no matter all this nonsense that went on yesterday, okay, about they're not raising rates. If you look, we're still in the same range. So that hasn't changed. So let's go see what has changed. So first of all, when the dollar went down yesterday, and then she shot back up today, that's weird because the bonds are still lower. The 10-year was 2.63 on March 14th. It's 2.5 today. So that means people are still backing out of stocks, and they're going buying bonds. But all of a sudden now, today the market's up 140 points as the dollar goes back up again. So that means as the dollar went up, Nugget, okay, remember yesterday what happened with the Nugget yesterday? We were shorting the golds, and then all of a sudden, boom, Nugget shot straight up. Everybody covered their short position, leaving that tail. See it? But today, there's no action. No action. That should have had a big follow through today. Okay, not happening. In fact, if you look, we're on our lows again. They sold into it today. The semiconductors. Okay, I'm sorry. Where's the builders? The builders. If we go look at our builders, XHB, okay, look what's going on. XAB yesterday, remember what happened yesterday at XHB, the builders we were shorting the builders, and then also, boom, they came in and started to buy the builders yesterday when they said there wasn't going to be any interest rate hikes. Thinking, oh, good, that means low rates for housing. Housing's got to go up. So today, they shot them, so the bank stocks went up again. In fact, we got a reverse head and shoulder right here. This is the reverse head and shoulder. This is telling you this market should go up and take out these lower highs. We should be able to take these lower, this should be able to take out this lower high right in here. Hasn't done it yet. So what's the bottom line here? It seems like everything's just all discombobulated. Well, it is. Okay, so right now you got so many different cross currents in this market. You got to just sit back and you got to let things settle down. Whether you're in the builder stocks or whether you're in the bank stocks. Look what happened this morning. Now STI, we had a great short set up for STI. Now remember, that's why I'm telling you, if you're going to buy the banks or if you're going to sell the short, sell the banks short. Or you're going to buy the builders, whatever you're going to do, make sure you do it just with a scout until things settle out. So we started a short STI today, and then, look, she started to bounce back up again. But what do I look at? I don't look at the candle. I come down here and look at this. You see, that's why when you get this, the point I'm making, trying to get across, I'm not doing a good job, and I'm trying to get across the point that, again, when you have your trend and you have all this crazy stuff that's going on, okay, within a 24-hour period, right? We even hit 2 o'clock yet. Okay, you got all this crazy. It's very difficult to go against the trend. The only thing that still makes sense is right down here. That's the only thing that is making sense. That's why you got to believe in the trend. Otherwise, your day-to-day fluctuations would drive you out of your mind. So that's why it's important, whatever stock you're in, whether you're in a builder. Let's go through my stocks. At the end of the day, let's go down here. At the end of the day, no matter which group you're in, and when there's an announcement by the Fed that really screws everything up, you got to go by your trend. Now, here's XLF. See, here's J.P. Morgan. Right? Now, J.P. Morgan, okay. Now, the banks started to drop yesterday because of why? because they're not going to make profits now, not with interest rates on hold for a whole year. So, and see the trend? Now, this may even go up this afternoon. You don't know. Let's take BAC. Bank of America, okay, we switched to a short now. Remember, we were long. Okay. Did we switch to a short this morning on BAC, or did we do it? We took our profits. We didn't do it waiting for it to we're waiting for it to take the low out. That's what we're doing. We're looking for BAC to take the low out of. But here's the thing. It could go back up. Again, we could find out tomorrow it could do this. It could go back up this way tomorrow. So that means the market doesn't have a consensus. That means the only thing you can do as a trader is go back and rely on one thing, your trend. Cut back the amount of shares you have. Don't try to control the market. That's what everybody does. They try to control the market, try to jump ahead of it. When you got this kind of a situation where you got all these mixed messages coming from, and here's the real problem. Want to see the real problem with this market? Right here. I'll show you. You need to have remember I always taught you want SMH going up the same direction as the banks. So here's the banks. Here's SMH going up right here, right? I'll draw a line. There's the SMH going up. Let me do it in white. Here's SMH going up. Okay, looks beautiful. Now let's take the bank stocks. Now let's take XLF. What have I always taught you about these? Now XLF is going down. Now remember what I told you. There it is, going down. That is very, very bad for the market. That's a bad signal, right, for the market. You want the semis going up together, or you want the semis going down together? When they're diverging, that's a very negative sign right there. Very negative. So all you can really do, remember, this announcement was a big thing yesterday to say there's not going to be another interest rate hike for the whole year. That's telling you that there's no confidence in the economy. That's what it's telling you. Now, the jibber jabbers on TV aren't going to tell you that. The jibber jabbers on TV are going to come out and tell you, this kind of crap here.
The state of the economy, to me, looks very strong.
And you're going to have Powell come out and say.
So it's true. And the economy, as I mentioned at the beginning, is strong, and there's good reason to expect
Yeah,
that.
and then you're going to hear Charles Payne come out and Varney.
People who feel very good about the economy.
See? But that's all they can do is come out and say, oh, we all feel good about it. Everything's great. The economy's great. Well, if that's true, then why in the hell aren't you raising interest rates? Why you stopped raising interest rates for the rest of 2019? So I go and I look at my SMH and I go look at my XLW. That tells me everything. Then I go look at my housing starts, down. Durable goods orders, down. My home sales, new and existing, down. 10-year treasury, the 30-year and 3-month treasury yields inverting. Those are never, never wrong. Those red flags, the durable goods, the housing starts, the treasuries yields, and the, what was the other one? Durable goods. So those are always correct. Your durable goods are always correct. Your housing starts are always correct. Your housing starts are always correct. Your new home sales and your existing home sales always correct. And right now they're telling us that this economy is ready to fall apart. Now, you go back and look at 2008 to where we are now, the 357-point rally. They had the bull rally. Remember, every time that rally stopped, the Federal Reserve came in and propped it back up. We've been propping up this fake rally for almost a decade. Now, this is why you're starting to see this craziness go on here. So I'm predicting, unless they have an announcement of a QE under its own weight, with just 2.5% interest rate hike, this market will collapse. But for now, we just got to play it cool. Just relax. Let us have a couple of days here to sort things out. Okay, that's what we need. A couple of days to see how they're reacting. They're all over the place. Okay, so that's why you don't put big numbers on today. Okay, or even tomorrow. We get back by Monday, Tuesday, things will be settled out. We'll have things settled down, okay? So anything you're buying or selling, make sure you're using just scouts, okay? All right. And don't load up on a bunch of shares. All right. See you on the charts.